everybody, it's Tiffany, and I have recruited Crazy for Card Making Karen to give us a demo using our new embossing station. So, what do you need, Karen?
Well, I guess we need embossing powder, and wow, look at you. Okay.
I'm on it.
And some cards.
Some cards.
We've got a stamp.
Some cards. We've got a stamp. Let's do a couple of different colors, right?
Okay.
Will that be fun?
Oh yes.
And let's do a couple different sizes.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, I'm not
Right.
supposed to turn my back to the camera. Sorry about that, people.
I was still looking for it. Definitely feel engaged.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, and some ink.
Some ink. Woo! Little pigment ink. Do you care what color?
Pigment ink. Doesn't matter. Just needs to be wet.
Wet. How about black?
Versifying. Very nice. Okay. So we doing this?
Let's do it, sister.
Okay.
Okay, so while she's inking her things up, the embossing station is going to give you a place to mount or stand your heat tool, and it's going to work with any heat tool. We've got this cord wrap at the end here, so while you're not using it, you can wrap the cord around, but when you are using it, it kind of keeps that cord under control, right? So I just kind of have it locked down here, and that's helping the embossing gun stay straight up and down. Right in here, you've got, what? Your anti-static bag. Ooh, did you need that?
Oh, that's what I forgot to use. I'll do that on the next one.
All right. So what Karen is doing is what? What are you doing?
I'm embossing that, and if you put that in a little drying rack, it'll sit there. Don't get it on the design. Very good. Yoo-hoo! Look at that.
I'm not a
Full
noob.
featured.
I think it's better if you put it in the drying rack with the open side in, though, right?
Probably.
So I want you to
Hold it
notice,
closed.
Karen stamped in either corner of the card. So if I slid it straight in this way, I would kind of goof up that. So, but I've only got it in here just halfway, and it's still sitting there just fine. So this is especially handy if you're making multiple cards. Maybe you're doing a bunch of thank you cards or a bunch of Christmas cards or wedding invitations or something like that, where you're doing a bunch at a time. So you're going to be able to ink them, put embossing powder on them, and then stack them in here, so you don't have to worry about rubbing your arm through them and destroying your work as you go.
It did have to do this on that last one too. Got to remember to do that.
Oh yeah, your anti-static bag. So the anti-static bag, which you always lose somewhere, right? There's a little pocket here in the front where you can put your anti-static bag, and if you like to use embossing pens, embossing markers, those are going to pop in there as well. So it's super easy to keep all of your things together while you're working on a particular project. Ooh, now she's getting crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh. Look at her scoop and go. This is why Karen is the authority for us in the card making, stamping arena here. So she is the Crazy for Card Making Karen. So if you have that kit, she's the one right here. She is the one.
Okay, figure out where that's gonna go.
Woo!
Or maybe we should start with that one.
She's challenging me.
It's probably fine.
I'm just going to see how we could do this if you were really challenged.
Gotta give Tiffany a challenge sometimes.
There it is.
All right, that works. Okay,
Don't mess.
one last one.
One last one.
Okay, we're just gonna do it basic and boring on the bottom.
Basic and boring.
Okay,
All right.
so then,
So this is actually a great example, right? You have all these things floating around, and you have to put away your embossing powder so that you don't make a big mess. So your drying rack is going to come in super handy, even for the weird one that Karen did. That
we
challenged
can
me.
put that one on the board. Put that one on this. We're ready to go with that one.
All right. So hold that up so people can see. So even though it has pattern all the way around, she just clipped it in the little space where there was no pattern. And since your hands aren't going to be in the way as you're using your tool, it doesn't matter. It's not going to get too hot to handle. Woo. Which we are in general, but.
Okay, so here we go. Flip on the machine. Up.
And we are in Embossingville right now. You can't see it on the camera, but we're going to show it to you.
I'm trying to see. This was the thing that got me initially into card making, when somebody showed me that I could turn something like this powder on a piece of paper and it would bubble up and turn into like this plastic or whatever it is that's technically happening, I literally said, where has this been all my life? It was just like the coolest thing. It's this magical thing that happens when you emboss stuff. But, you know, there's so many other things that people use heat guns for. With all the mixed media stuff, there's things that you want to dry in between layers. There's things that you need to, there's all sorts of wax things you could do. There's a lot of things that you need a heat gun for. So there's one fabulous example. Do the next one. But there's, it's so nice to be able to just keep your fingers away from it. Just move it around as you need to. I'm not even using the handle, it's totally working. This turning off in between, it's not going to hurt if this gets hot for like, you know, the minute in between. But I'm turning it off so we can talk in between. But you never want to leave it running like forever. But for the little bit of time as you're switching, it'll be totally fine. You never want to leave it running forever.
No. It's amazing though how once it gets hot, it's just so fast.
Yep.
If you haven't done any embossing, you are going to love this. Whether you're doing it mixed media, scrapbook pages, cards, it just gives you such a great effect, and it's so quick and so easy. A little ink, your favorite stamp, and you've created something that's just really, really pretty and easy and so impressive. If you're making cards or scrapbook pages for other people, this just levels up your project. So I don't sell heat guns or embossing powder, but this brand, this is Moxie, one of my favorites. And then of course, I love the Zap gun, if for no other reason than it's just a beautiful shade of pink. Oh.
That silver is really nice because that was on black ink and it looks
amazing.
beautiful.
It looks really great. So
yeah, very nice.
The embossing station comes with the paddle, the clip, you've got the built-in drying rack, you've got the small little pouch in the front. Now the small little pouch in the front, if you're using a heat gun that's bigger and you don't need the reducing ring, you can also just store that right in there with your pouch. So if your heat gun's going to drop all the way through like that. So you've got your anti-static pouch, your markers. Everything is together in one place. When you're not using it, you can wrap all the cord from your heat tool around the base of it, and then you can store it away really quickly and really easily. Although once you start embossing, if you're not embossing now, you're going to want to have it out all the time because it is perfect and easy, and it's really going to enhance all of your projects. So Karen, get back over here. Thanks for joining Karen and I. Thanks for joining me, Karen, and giving us a little demo today.
Thanks for
and yeah, we look forward to talking to you soon.